So there's a lot of people I talk to or used to talk to on a regular basis. And even if I don't talk to them now, I do think about their conversations that we've had in the past a lot. Basically, one of these conversations that I always think about is when my old close friend, he's not a close friend anymore, but we talk on occasion. I'm kind of a drifter. Like I drift to my best friend usually. He's who I talk to. Otherwise, I don't talk to other people. But anyways, so I was talking to him, right? And he sent me this YouTube short. It was this video about an interview. This guy was a father. He had a child who was pretending to be an animal, and he was asking this interviewer what I should do about it. Like, oh, what should I do about my child? I'm concerned. And they both start saying some hateful and judgmental things about this child. And in the whole process of this, no one really asks what the child is thinking because, yeah, it's about the dad, but that's just a detail I noticed. Anyways, I tell my friend, oh, that's not something I do. That's not normal to me, but, I don't really care because if that's how they want to act and they're not harming anyone and they're not, causing obstructions, I don't really care. I'm not here to hate. And then my friend goes on this tangent. He was like, yeah, whatever. It's fucking cringe. And then I'm like, oh, that's funny. Because that's quite the reaction. I was like, oh, so that's how we act like. That's how we treat people. Okay, anyways. I was like, oh, so that's how it'd be like. And I realized that, this friend isn't really my friend. Because he's quite hateful. And I don't need hateful people. I don't need hateful people in my life like that. If we're gonna be judgmental about someone, I want there to be a valid reason. If someone acts like an animal because it comforts them or they feel like it's a part of their identity in some shape or way and they're not hurting people, I don't gaff. I literally don't care. You can do what you want. It's your life, not mine. As long as you don't hurt others, I'm not here to judge. Clearly my friend doesn't think that way. But anyways, I don't know about friend anymore. Got me thinking about other things, other topics, about how we can respect people without being so mean like that. I don't know a lot about what that child was acting like. I don't know them personally. I don't know a lot of details about them because the people in that video were judging them quite harshly. They didn't know anything about them personally. And, not a lot of details about them were given out. And so, yeah. I think we could have just had a lot more respect, but mostly my friend, because he was the one saying all that mean crap. And every time I talk to this kid, he's always like, oh, that shit is so cringe. That's just so cringe. Whenever I have fun, he's like, cringe. I'm like, oh, sorry, I can't play with you guys today because I'm playing with my best friend. We're having fun playing Minecraft. We're playing Roblox. We're having fun. And he's like, cringe. Okay, having a best friend is cringe. You're the one with less friends than me. Okay, sorry. Anyways, yeah. And I think we could have a lot more respect for people. For example, queer people. Queer people are getting a lot of hate these days. And, I think we need to think about it differently. No one's harming you. And you don't understand them, that's okay. Because there are a lot of things I don't understand with people. I used to not understand pronouns. I mean, I do understand pronouns, sorry. I used to not understand neo-pronouns. And I was one of those people who was like, ugh, neo-pronouns are fucking cringe. Y'all be calling yourself that frog stuff. Okay, I was like that at one point. And then I watched this video about someone who was saying that neo-pronouns might represent someone's identity better, and that is why they use them. And that opened my mind. I was like, that is why. So that's why. I didn't know that before, which was great to learn for me. I needed to learn that. Anyways, and my other friend will still probably make fun of neo-pronouns and be like, oh, but those people, those certain liberals are using them just to be cringe and shit. And I'm like, oh, I don't really care because I understand what purpose neo-pronouns have for a person. I don't need to go on and judge them. They're not murdering anyone, they're not hurting anyone, unlike a lot of other people in this country. So, yeah, there's no point in me judging. I don't really care. But I don't know how common that is. To just let that go. Because I had another conversation with another friend. I had to teach her about compassion, which is embarrassing because I don't think I'm very compassionate. I have greedy thoughts, I'm not like totally generous. I do nice things for other people, but I do want things for myself too. Maybe that's not considered greedy, but wait. So I had this conversation with another friend who I had to teach about being compassionate, which is so weird because I'm not even that compassionate. But like on the scale of people, I am like, I don't even know where I am anymore. I thought I was like a 5 on the compassion scale. Turns out other people be thinking I'm a 9 or 10 because she was shocked. I had to teach her about why you should not use AI frequently. Like, if you overuse it, it will obviously make people have to pay more bills to data centers, and you are destroying the earth by running your AC all day, and then you complain that your air is a little too dry when you're the one causing it, and that's why you get sick easily. Anyways, another rant for another day. She was surprised about how I could be so compassionate, and that she was not that compassionate because she grew up in an environment that did not like advocate for being compassionate. And I was like, oh, thanks. But in my head I was like, no, I didn't grow up in a compassionate like household either. My family is not like that. My family, I'm not representative of them. I'm not compassionate because they taught me to be. I'm compassionate because I taught myself how to be it. Anyways, so yeah, what a shock. That I was just shocked at that. But anyways, yeah, I think we can learn a lot from being a lot more compassionate. And another thing is like respect. You need to respect people like enough to the point where, you know, if you don't understand someone and they're not doing you any harm, that's okay. Even as a queer person, there are some labels I do not understand, and that is okay, because as long as I respect them and I welcome them into the queer circle that we have, that's all that needs to happen. If you're not causing anyone harm and you're queer, then I say we're family, because that's how I view queer. That's how I view queer people. I'm not sure how other queer people view it, but like when I was so disillusioned about my identity, other queer people brought me in and they like made me feel like I was at home. So I'm always gonna feel like that towards other queer people. And I think that's how I gain my respect from other people, is because people who welcome you make you feel respected, and in turn I want to give everyone that respect. But yeah, there's still some identities I don't know about, and that's okay because I still respect them. I still think them as queer. I still think they're human. And people are people. If we, treat them like people, then I think the world would be a much better place. But that isn't happening much around in this country, is it? Yeah. And I think about those thoughts a lot because not only have I had those 2 conversations with 2 people that I know, but I had this other conversation about someone else entirely who does not respect me, does not respect people, and went on to call me some heinous things, like how I was inhuman, an alien, a lot of other weird things too, which like you should not even call people, because like I don't understand the concept of calling someone an alien. That's so like rude. I only know people call immigrants that, which my family are immigrants. People also call people who are just like out of the ordinary aliens, and like that's just so I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But another rant for another day. Yeah, I think even if you don't understand someone, you can have respect for them without being disgusted, because like especially with religious people, I find a lot of them don't have respect for people like that. Like if they're different, you can't accept them suddenly. I don't know how that works, because like what does love thy neighbor mean then? If you don't love everyone, like I know you're not really loving everyone, even if you say that you are. Oh hi, editing Winnie here. I just want to say not all Christians, some of them, not all of them. I know there are good people out there. Yeah, just to know. Yeah. Anyways, I don't have the CD for today, but I'm listening to the song online. I'm listening to Kiki's 404 New Era. Yeah, I hope to get it on CD soon so we can do it for the CD segment. The listening to a CD of the day, we shall say. Yeah, that's it. Bye guys, and remember to be like nice to people. And also, cringe isn't real. Cringe is not even real. Just do what you want to do without being called cringe. That friend of mine, is he even a friend anymore? I don't know. Anyways, that's it. Bye guys. Have a nice day.